Hello, how do I stay consistent with my exit strategy? Well, I think it is a learning process for me as well, and it might be for you as well. There are two things that I will say out of three that I will say that I'm consistent with so far. So the first one is not to sell at a loss, now to sell a stock at a loss. So far, I've been consistent with that. And when a stock is um is negative in my portfolio, I just let it be until it become positive. And let me see if we can find some examples here. The red one are the one that are negative. So I just made a point not to sell stock at a loss. But there are instances that you might want to sell a stock that you know that is not going to recover, especially if you have a lot of profits that year and there are some stocks that you know they are not going to recover. You want to sell it to just recoup what you have in it, and that loss added to your profits to balance it out a little bit, that will be okay. But for now, I'm not doing that. I just let those stocks that I purchased for dividend income purposes in 2023 that are negative, that I won't choose to swing trade. At least one of them, there is a chance it may not recover, but it's still in my portfolio. Stock like that, it will be okay for me to sell it. But when it comes to stock that I purchased to swing trade, when they are negative, I just let them be, because most of them after a year or two becomes positive, and I learn from that process to determine where I should buy it next. If I'm going to buy that stock again, at what level I should buy it next, so that I don't buy it at a higher price based on the strategy that I'm using. Also, to be able not to sell it at a loss, be more careful about stocks that I'm swing trading. Keep fine-tuning those stocks that I'm adding to my watch list, like the filter that I'm putting them through to see if they are good for swing trading with the strategy that I'm using. I keep improving that. That is what I'm doing, so that I don't have to sell a stock at a loss. If I purchase it at a higher price, I will let it be until it becomes positive for me to sell it. And again, trying to avoid to buy at a higher price is something I'm working on as well, so that it doesn't take too long. If you pull back, it does not take too long before it start going up and I start seeing positive numbers in my portfolio. The second things that I'm trying to be consistent on is to sell after it reach all-time highest price. For that reason, I'm swing trading growth stocks. Today we are going to analyze Oracle as of July 3rd, 2026. And we have Oracle here. As we are looking at it, is a growth stock, so I'm using maximum chart, so automatically I will see the previous all-time highest price, and I know that if I purchase it, I'm not going to sell it until at least the price exceeded the previous all-time highest price. So for all-time highest price, needs to be close to the current few years, so that I know that there is a chance it is going to surpass that. So we go to maximum monthly chart, we can see it is a growth stocks, and all-time highest price is in 2025. Is current. It's not like multiple years in the past. I do have some of those stock as well, and we have the dates on the x-axis from the past to the present, and the price on the y-axis from $0 up. So I say my first default exit to be after all-time highest price is reached. That's when I will assess it to see how, if it's going to continue going up based on how it did it previously, or if it's going to drop right after reaching all-time highest price, to decide if I want to stay in the trade longer or sell. When we are looking at Oracle, I purchased it there in February 2026. It went up and pulled back down, and right now the price is below how much I pay for it. So I should be negative in this. But again, I'm going to continue observing it. Chances are it could come down to this level, but I'm going to continue observing it. And then I will know that, well, this is great, but this should be what I will buy next time if it comes down to it. But yeah, but so far, if I'm negative in it, it's going to be just a little bit. But it went all the way here, but it's not where I will sell it. It needs to go past all-time highest price before I sell it. Yesterday, I sold some stock too. Let's see if I will be able to remember. So I purchased this one. It left the valley line before, months before I noticed it. And I purchased it like in November. It reached all-time highest price in February 2026 and continue same February, and then came back down, went up, came back down, went up, and start going down again. Then I asked myself, this, should I sell it or not? Is it going to, continue going up? And as I'm looking at this all-time highest price, when it surpasses here in like 2024 April, it continued to go up all the way to February 2025, 8 months or so. And so therefore I will anticipate this to continue going up for a while. But anyway, for some reason I sold it yesterday. It's trying to surpass it, but it's not getting it. But it could turn around and continue going up again. Here is in February, and I just noticed that this one is up to February and then it came back down. So I don't know if reaching all-time highest price here in February, if it's going to go down. That's what I used yesterday, that it was down going up in February here, and it's February when it reached this all-time highest price and drop here. So not knowing if it's going to continue going up for another 8 months or not, I just sold it, because again, I didn't really buy at the lowest price possible, but it has now reached all-time highest price when I come across it. So I bought it so that when it reached all-time highest price, I can sell it and lock that profit in. But when it reached it, I didn't take action right away. And then I took it yesterday. But time will tell if it's going to continue going up from here or if it's going to come down. I feel like it could continue going up for a little bit longer, like make few higher lows again. The next one is CDNS. So I purchased it around this support line here, the valley line, but it went up and pulled back down to it, became negative in it, and then it started going up from there, reached all-time highest price, start going down, and I sold it. And when we look at this all-time highest price here, after it left there, the previous one is around this area. But when it surpassed it, was in July. All-time highest price was still in July, and then it was done. So we are in July now, but it reached here in June and start going up. So we are in July, and I just decided to sell it because I don't know if there is some seasonality or date pattern here, but I just sold it because this one I'm not seeing a lot of growth after all-time highest price was reached in July 2025. The same time in that July, it just continue going down. This peak didn't surpass this one. Then it continued going down from there. So after it reached all-time highest price, it just took about a month and then it started going down. So for that reason, I found it justified to sell this one. As for DOV though, I don't know if I made the right call selling it, or if I should have stayed in it for a few more higher lows. But those are the two things that I'm consistent with. Sell it after it reached all-time highest price, and I sell it at a loss. Therefore, I don't set a stop loss for it. So the third thing is sell it, not to sell it too early, but it is a learning process for me, because sometimes, yes, it reached all-time highest price, but could continue going up again for a certain period of time. Not to get out too early is something I'm going to work on. We can take an example of Google, for instance, that I purchased it around this support line and I sold it there after it reached all-time highest price. But look at how far growth that it generated again. So that is something I'm working on. Look at how it behaved previously to see after it reached all-time highest price, how long it continued to go up before it dropped back down to the valley, and to decide once it reached all-time highest price after I purchase it, if I should stay in the trade longer and for how long. And it could be half, at least half or 3/4 the time it continued to grow during the previous cycle after it reached all-time highest price before I sell it, so that I can lock in more, more profits. So thank you so much for watching our video, and it's now that I will know exactly when it's going to be done going up, but I want to stay in the trade a little bit longer than what I did here for Google. If it's going to go up for another year, stay in it for 6 months or 8 months type of things. But times will tell, and that's why I prefer to swing trade the same stocks, so that I keep learning them, understanding their chart pattern or patterns. So thank you so much for watching. How do you stay consistent with your exit strategy? We thank you very much for watching our videos. Thank you for all your time. We thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, and on our channel we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And swing trading could be another stream of income for you. Just start small and don't worry, surely you'll grow your account from there. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just swing trade in my husband and I joint account in pursuing our goal to financial independence, and I like to share with you why it's working for me, why it's not working, what I'm learning, so that if you find some tips that are useful, you can improve them, customize them to fit your personality type, your risk tolerance, and use those tips in your financial success journey. So will you please proceed with caution? For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist How to Start Swing Trading Step by Step Using Long Uptrend Lines in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store, Liberman.com. If you are looking for a tote bag, cloth napkins for back to school or for lunch at work or for home, pouches, will you please check our online store, Liberman.com. So thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.